What's going on, people? Alex Thorne here, and we're back with another Thorne Tech review. This is the GameSir G4s wireless controller. Now, the moment I saw this, I wanted to get my hands on it. It's been a little while, but this GameSir G4s works for Android, Windows, and PlayStation 3, so that lets me know that it's a little older, especially if it's mentioning PS3 instead of PS4. As it kind of says in the back of the box here, comfortable rubber textured coated handles, vibration feedback LED power indicator, incredible sensitive buttons, responsive analog sticks, and 2.4 USB dongle included. Let's get it open. So I did pick this up as previously used, but the moment I saw it, like I said, I wanted to get it in my hands, and honestly, this is pretty cool. I mean, it looks really nice. Let's see. All right, no explanation for anything. Once you pop this open for your phone, I saw online that they didn't know what this was over here. This little pull out, and it's a USB so that when you're playing on your Windows laptop or desktop, and that's pretty cool. It just slides right back in there to the bottom. Let's take a look at this one all around. You've got your Y, X, B, and A. Very similar to your Xbox controller. I mean, it's got a nice feeling. It's a little small for me. These triggers in the back, though, I'll be honest, they're a little soft. If we can focus in here. There we go. They're a little soft. The L2, R2, and R1 and R2, they're a little soft back here for me. Does have nice texture, though. I will say that. It's got a nice sturdy feel to it, but these trigger buttons aren't great. Nonetheless, let's set this up. Hopefully it'll be easy to play. X mode. Let's get this open here. Pair it up. Hopefully the process is the same with all of these, which is home and X. There you see it. Oh, good vibration. GameSir G4s instantly came up as a new. Let's see if we're getting this. Yep, we're already moving. We're off and running. So let's turn that on. I've got a case that I reviewed on this, so that's what it's being held by. This is pretty nice. Let's see. Let's go back to games. Let's go drastic. Let's go continue. And we're going to turn the volume all the way down on this. And you know why already. Start playing. Okay. It's not too bad so far. Drastic emulator. Alright. So now we're locked on. Alright, let's try to make this new. Let's see how this controller works. See how it feels. Skipped it there. You know why the volume is down on this. I'm not trying to get my channel screwed over for using these signature sounds. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. If you're used to kind of like playing a 2DS or a smaller system, maybe the 3DS, this doesn't feel too bad. Let's see if I press that, if it takes me home. No. Home, no. Alright, so we'll go home on our own. Let's get out of there. Let's play something a little bit more advanced. Let's go to Star Wars Pod Racer. Start from where we were last time. Let's see. Oh my god, a racing. Okay, there we go. We're going to use the analog stick for this. I don't know if anybody else remembers this game. This was probably one of the only games that I liked from Nintendo 64. I'm not huge on it. I was always a PlayStation guy back then. So never big on Nintendo 64. But this was one of the rare games that I loved. I think later on there was a game called Wipeout that I played for the PlayStation 3 consistently. I mean, this controller feels solid. It does feel good. It feels a little bit rubbery. I don't know if that makes sense, but for me, the triggers in the back, they don't have the feedback or what I'd like to feel off of them. Let's see. There's not much to this game other than that. Let's get out of here and let's see. Track out. Let's go to another game. Let's see. That's just going to be A and B. Sure, you know what? Let's go to Tekken. That's one that you can button mash and see how all the buttons feel. That's one of the things I love about the PlayStation emulator I have, is that it picks up really quickly on a gamepad being used. See, we got King versus Eddie. Anybody else have good memories of this game? I know I used to play it a ton with my cousins all the time. Let's see. I'm not 100% on this. I think for some people this controller might be good, but I'm having the same issues with it that I've had with some other controllers. It doesn't feel premium. I do like that it lights up. The light up helps a lot. There's another one that I'll be reviewing really soon that lacks light, and it hurts the experience a lot. Because a lot of times I'll be playing my phone in the dark, sometimes in the bedroom, right? That's when I'll pick this up when I'm having trouble sleeping or something like that. I mean, this doesn't feel bad, but it doesn't feel great either. Triggers are just, they don't let you know. There's no real indication of when you've pushed that trigger in all the way. That's probably one of the issues, but otherwise it's not a terrible controller. This is a 5.2 inch phone, so let me get that out of there and let's pop in the OnePlus 7 Pro. Actually, that's not gonna work with the case I have with that. I've got this kind of blocking things off. But let's pop in this OnePlus 7 Pro and see how that feels. Not too bad. It could go even further, as you can see. You got even more space for a bigger phone, so you probably could do one of those new Asus Shark phones or something like that. This, though, I'm not sure if it was originally like this, but that's kind of concerning that there's that jiggle. There's just, it's not very secure, and it's not just the phone, if you can see. That moves quite a bit. So far, the Prime wireless controller, the G4s, it isn't too bad, but I can tell you right now that there are better out there. So if you can get this on the used market, you'll probably be spending about $15, $16 like I did on it. But I did see it going for a new price, and I would know there's no way I would pay anywhere near $30 for this, considering that there are other much better options for you. We've got the Fiend, Sting, and Goldberg. A lot of these guys, I mean, I've got a wrestling podcast, Over EF Wrestling. We just review old school wrestling, so a lot of times I don't know who these new guys are. No, let us not do the Mae Young Classic, please. Let's go to something I'm more familiar with, like WCW Nitro. There you go. I'm familiar with that. There we go. The Man Ultimate Warrior. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time, brother. Let's see. I don't know who these people are. Screw it, I know who he is. So as you can see, I mean, we're working flawlessly with Xbox streaming. I'll tell you the truth, I have not tried, even though I have Stadia downloaded on my OnePlus 7 Pro, I have not put it on my Pixel 3 yet. And no, I have not tried it yet, because the time that I tried to go in there, it required me to it wanted me to like plug in through USB-C so I could have direct download. I'm not sure why. I guess that's how Stadia works. And the only reason I have Stadia at the moment is because you get a 3-month subscription or 2-month free subscription because of if you're with T-Mobile. So, I mean, look, this all works, but I'm telling you, these triggers back here, there's no indication of when you're actually fully pressing them in. So I'm not really 100% sure when I'm doing that. But it works just fine via Bluetooth. I mean, Xbox, this program right here is just awesome. This Xbox cloud streaming. I can't wait till the actual console streaming comes, because I would love to play some of my console games like Resident Evil 5. Let's just kind of pause this here. Put a pause for the cause. The GameSir, and you turn it off just like this. Long press, or you should long press. Let's see, maybe I'm wrong. By the way, I didn't go over all the buttons, and I'm sorry about that. On this here, you've got start, select, you've got a turbo button, and then you've got a clear button. And I'm not sure what those are about, because obviously I don't have the instruction manual with this. On the side, by the way, it says that you can download GameSir World app. I didn't do that at all. I just pressed X and power, and bam, I was in there in X mode, which is because I'm mainly an emulator player and an Xbox One console player. But I'm pretty sure if you wanted to map these, you could, and that's what this GameSir World app is for. As you can see, it says thousands of Android games on Google Play, so it'll support native Android gaming. If you can get it used, like I said, it is a nicely built controller, but it's just, as far as I go, it's not the greatest feeling controller. GameSir, you guys probably got an awesome product here, but yeah, I don't know, it's just not for me. Not this one. And I'm holding this down. Maybe I pressed that. There you go. So I pressed home, this power button, and start to turn it off. And that turned it off. It's alright. It's not the best. It's a nicely built controller. Much better than some of the Bebencool and iPega options as far as build goes. Ah, man. What a disappointment. I thought by the looks of it, it would just be probably the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I mean, I guess it's cool if you have turbo buttons, maybe if you have smaller hands. But these triggers back here, they remind me of the Nintendo GameCube controller, where you never really knew where you were. So that's the GameSir G4s wireless controller. This one is not Thorn approved. Just gonna say that right now. Not the best feeling controller. You know, let me know if you have this controller. Let me know if you like it. If you're interested in it, let me know that as well. If you want me to do a giveaway of this, follow me on Twitter. Of course, subscribe and comment on this video. But for me, it's not my taste. You may like it. If you're a Call of Duty player and all that other native Android gaming, this might work better for you. But for me, I just didn't like the feel of it.